I'm about to share something tough to admit, and I challenge myself to be completely honest. Acknowledging painful truths in life is essential for growth and self-awareness. Join me as I dive into this truth with courage and vulnerability. Are you ready? Here it goes. The importance of acknowledging painful truths. Acknowledging painful truths in life is essential for growth and self-awareness. It's the first steps toward making changes that can improve our lives. But it's also one of the hardest things to do. Facing these truths head-on requires courage and honesty. The Stoics believe that accepting reality is crucial for living a fulfilled life. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By confronting these truths, we can begin the process of healing and growth. Admitting our struggles can be incredibly liberating, allowing us to address issues and seek solutions. It also helps us build a more authentic and honest relationship with ourselves and others. Acknowledging painful truths is not about dwelling on negativity, but about creating a foundation for positive change. This act of self-awareness is a powerful catalyst for personal development and improved mental health. Embracing this practice can lead to significant transformation in our lives. The fear of judgment. So, why is it so hard to admit our feelings or truths? For many of us, the fear of judgment from others is a major obstacle. We're worried that others will think less of us or judge us harshly if we're honest about our struggles or failures. This fear can be paralyzing, causing us to keep our true feelings locked away. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Focusing on our reaction rather than others' opinion can help us gain the strength to be honest about our feelings. Understanding that everyone faces challenges can help us feel less isolated. Realizing that judgment often says more about the person judging than about ourselves can also be liberating. By embracing vulnerability, we open ourselves up to deeper connection and support. Overcoming the fear of judgment is crucial to personal growth and self-acceptance. It allows us to live more authentically and with greater confidence. Now let's take a moment. If you're getting value from this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Help us reach 500 subs by March of 2025. Now let's get back to the video. The fear of vulnerability. Another challenge is the fear of vulnerability. Admitting painful truths require vulnerability, exposing oneself to the risk of rejection or criticism. This can be especially difficult for those who have been hurt or betrayed. We may feel like we're putting ourselves in harm's way by being honest about our feelings. The Stoics teach us that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. Seneca said, "No man was ever wise by chance." By embracing vulnerability, we allow ourselves to learn and grow. It fosters deeper connections and greater understanding in our relationships. Vulnerability also helps us build resilience. As we learn to face and overcome fears, we create a more authentic and fulfilling life by accepting and expressing our true selves. This process requires courage and trust, but the rewards are immense. Being vulnerable opens the door to emotional freedom and personal growth. The fear of change. Then there's the fear of change. Admitting a painful truth often means acknowledging that we need to change our lives. This can be scary, especially if we're comfortable with the status quo, even if it's not serving us well. Changing our habits, relationships, or even our entire way of life can be overwhelming. The Stoics remind us that change is a natural part of life. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By embracing change, we open ourselves up to new opportunities and growth. Change can be daunting, but it also brings the possibilities of positive transformation. It's through change that we find new paths and possibilities that we may not have imagined before. Embracing the unknown can lead to unexpected rewards and personal development. We can achieve significant growth and fulfillment by facing our fears and stepping out of our comfort zones. Confronting denial and avoidance. For some of us, admitting a painful truth may also mean confronting our denial or avoidance. We might have been avoiding an issue for so long that it's difficult to admit it, even to ourselves. This can be a difficult hurdle, but is a crucial step towards healing and growth. The Stoics emphasize the importance of facing reality head-on. Epictetus said, "Do not seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and you will go on well." Accepting reality as it is allows us to take constructive action. When we stop running from our problems, we give ourselves the chance to address them effectively. This acceptance fosters resilience and empowers us to make informed decisions. Ultimately, facing our truths head-on can lead to personal freedom and clarity. We pave the way for genuine progress and healing by confronting our issues. Personal experience. I remember finally admitting to myself that I was struggling with compassion fatigue. It was a painful truth to acknowledge, but it was also liberating. It allowed me to start seeking help and making changes in my life that ultimately improved my mental health. Another time, I had to admit to myself that I was in a toxic relationship. Acknowledging the truth about the situation was difficult, but doing so allowed me to take steps to get out of it and find a healthier, more fulfilling relationship. The Stoic principles of honesty and courage enabled me to confront these truths and take positive action. Admitting these truths opened the door to self-improvement and personal growth. It taught me that facing our fears and vulnerabilities can lead to greater strength and resilience. Each step toward truth brought me closer to living a more authentic life. By confronting these realities, I empowered myself to create positive change. Taking steps towards change. One of my most potent experiences was admitting to myself that I was stuck in a rut and not pursuing my passions. Acknowledging this painful truth allowed me to start making changes and taking steps towards a more fulfilling life. Looking back, I realized that admitting these painful truths catalyzed change and growth in my life. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. The Stoics taught us to focus on what we can control and take deliberate steps towards improvement. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." I gradually saw progress and felt more motivated by taking small, consistent action. This journey helped me discover new skills and interests I didn't know I had. Embracing my passions rekindled a sense of purpose and joy in my life. Ultimately, facing my truths led me to a more vibrant and fulfilling existence. Story time. Let me share a story about a friend named James who struggled with anger and aggression. He often lashed out at his partner and friends and didn't know how to control his emotions. I sat down with James and talked to him, making him aware that his lack of emotional control does not represent us as men. I gave him the names of podcasts and books to read and introduced him to the Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Then he started practicing emotional intelligence and using Stoic teachings, journaling, meditating, and working on self-awareness. Slowly but surely he changed. He became more patient, empathetic, and understanding. His relationships also improved, and he felt more confident and in control. James then realized that mastering emotional intelligence with Stoic principles was the key to a more fulfilling life. He no longer let his emotions control him. Instead, he used them to connect deeply with others. This transformation allowed him to build stronger, more meaningful relationships and live a more authentic, wholehearted life. His journey exemplifies the power of integrating Stoic wisdom and emotional intelligence into daily life. It shows that profound change is possible with commitment and the right mindset. Finding clarity and strength. Acknowledging painful truths bring clarity to our lives. When we face our fears and challenges head on, we better understand ourselves and our needs. The Stoics believe that clarity is essential for making wise decisions and living a fulfilling life. Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." By confronting our truths, we free ourselves from denial and avoidance. This clarity empowers us to take meaningful action and make positive changes. It also strengthens our resilience as we learn to confidently navigate life's challenges. Clarity helps us prioritize what truly matters and align our actions with our values. This process of self-discovery leads to personal growth and a more authentic way of living. Embracing clarity and strength through Stoic principles can profoundly transform our lives. What have we learned? So, what have we learned today? We have delved deep into acknowledging painful truths and how they catalyze growth and self-awareness. We've explored the fear of judgment and how it can paralyze us, preventing us from being honest about our struggles. By embracing Stoic wisdom, we learn that focusing on our reactions rather than others' opinion empowers us to live authentically. The fear of vulnerability was another challenge we examined. Admitting our truths requires us to open up and face the risks of rejection, but it also fosters deeper connections and resilience. Change is often daunting, but the Stoics remind us, it is through change that we find new opportunities and growth. Confronting denial and avoidance allows us to take constructive action and pave the way for genuine progress. Personal experiences highlighted how admitting painful truths can significantly improve mental health and overall well-being. We saw how taking small, consistent steps towards change can reignite passions and bring a renewed sense of purpose. In our story time, James's journey demonstrated the power of Stoicism in transforming anger and aggression into patience and understanding. Finding clarity and strength through acknowledging our truths help us prioritize what truly matters. By embracing Stoic principles, we can navigate life's challenges with confidence and resilience. In summary, acknowledging painful truths is essential for personal growth. It's not easy, but it's crucial to making positive life changes. We can build a more authentic and fulfilling existence by embracing vulnerability, overcoming the fear of judgment, and accepting change. Have you ever had to admit a painful truth to yourself? How did it impact your life? Be sure to subscribe for more content on personal development and growth. Consider watching one of our other videos about the 10 key traits women find irresistible and 10 habits that sabotage relationships. Let's create a community where we support each other on our journeys. Free thinker out.